In this section, I'm going to go over ADP/ADRP 3-28, Defense Support of Civil Authorities, or DSCA. This is of Doctrine 2015, the Army Study Guide. This section will be in question-answer format, so I'm literally just going to read the question, read the answer. If there's something to be elaborated and I can, or I'm familiar with it, I'll try to do that. If not, tough luck. What ADP/ADRP covers defense support of civil authorities, or DSCA? That would be ADP/ADRP 3-28. What are the primary documents containing a national preparedness doctrine? That would be the National Preparedness Goal, the National Incident Management System, also known as NIMS, the National Response Framework, formerly known as the National Response Plan. What are the 15 emergency support functions, also known as ESF? ESF number 1 is transportation, number 2 is communications, number 3 is public works and engineering, number 4 is firefighting, number 5 is emergency management, number 6 is mass care, emergency assistance, housing, and human services, number 7 is logistics management and resource support, number 8 is public health and medical services, number 9 is search and rescue, number 10 is oil and hazardous material response, number 11 is agricultural and natural resources, number 12 is energy. Number 13 is public safety and security. Number 14 is long-term community recovery. And number 15 is external affairs. Which warfighting function will the majority of DSCA missions stress? The sustainment warfighting function. So you're not essentially a combat force here. Which warfighting function will the majority of I just read that, excuse me. While there are many potential missions for soldiers as part of DSCA, what are the overarching purposes of all DSCA missions? There's 3. Number 1 is to save lives, number 2 is to alleviate suffering, and number 3 is to protect property. So basically national disasters type stuff, probably, or mass casualties. How many state and territorial National Guard elements are there? So 54, all 50 states, the District of Columbia, territories of Guam and the Virgin Islands, and the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico have National Guard forces, making 54 states, or 54 state and territorial, National Guard elements. So 54, it's a big number. What is the Army National Guard's dual role? The Army National Guard's dual role is as a state military force under the government and as a reserve component of the Army that the President may mobilize for federal service. So they can be like local for national disaster relief, or they can actually be activated and you can deploy. Alright. In DSCA, military forces support a primary or lead civilian agency. What do commanders need to realize the achieving the military and state means? That state, territorial, local, and tribal authorities become able to provide effective support to their citizens without the further assistance from military forces. What is one of the biggest mistakes that tactical commanders can make in DSCA? Military forces operating freely within civilian jurisdiction risks upsetting the constitutional balance between civil authority, the military, and the private sector. I have no idea what that last part means. And that caps off ADP/ADRP 3-28, also known as the Defense Support of Civil Authorities, DSCA. Thank you.